More than half of Americans say they're living paycheck to paycheck. But here's the surprising part. Many of them earn good salaries. So why are they still broke? The answer isn't always income. It's habits. And today, we're uncovering the 7 money habits quietly keeping millions of Americans from building real wealth. In 2026, millions of Americans are working harder than ever, yet financial stress remains one of the biggest challenges in everyday life. Rising prices, growing debt, and endless online temptations make it easier than ever to spend money, and harder than ever to keep it. In today's video, we're breaking down the 7 money habits keeping Americans broke in 2026. If you recognize even one of these habits in your own life, don't worry. Awareness is the first step toward changing your financial future. And make sure you stay until the end, because the final habit is one that even high-income earners struggle with. Let's get started.
Welcome to the Fiscal Diet.
Habit number 1, living beyond your means. This is probably the biggest financial mistake people make. Living beyond your means doesn't necessarily involve luxury cars or million-dollar homes. Sometimes it's much simpler. It's ordering takeout several times a week, upgrading your phone every year, financing furniture you don't really need, or buying things simply because everyone else seems to have them. Today's world encourages spending. Social media constantly shows people living glamorous lifestyles. Online shopping lets you buy almost anything with just one click. Buy now, pay later services make expensive purchases seem affordable by splitting them into smaller payments. The problem is that these small expenses add up quickly. Imagine someone earning $70,000 a year, but spending $72,000. On paper, the difference doesn't seem huge, but year after year, that gap turns into credit card debt, personal loans, and financial stress. Wealth isn't determined by how much you earn. It's determined by how much you keep. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this payment?" start asking, "Can I truly afford this purchase?" Those are 2 very different questions. The first focuses on monthly payments. The second focuses on your long-term financial health. The easiest way to break this habit is to spend less than you earn every single month. It sounds simple, but it's one of the most powerful financial rules you'll ever follow. Habit number 2, ignoring a budget. Many people avoid budgeting because they think it limits their freedom. In reality, a budget gives you freedom. Without one, money disappears without explanation. Have you ever checked your bank account and wondered where all your money went? You're not alone. Coffee here, streaming subscriptions there, food delivery, impulse purchases, small convenience fees. Individually, none of them seem significant. Together, they can cost hundreds or even thousands of dollars every year. One popular approach is the 50-30-20 rule. Roughly 50% of income goes toward needs, 30% toward wants, 20% toward savings and investing. You don't have to follow that formula exactly, but having any plan is better than having no plan at all. Remember this. If you don't control your money, someone else will happily spend it for you. Habit number 3, depending on credit cards for everyday spending. Credit cards are powerful financial tools, but they can also become dangerous traps. The problem isn't the card itself. The problem is carrying a balance month after month. Many Americans use credit cards to cover everyday expenses because their paycheck no longer stretches far enough. At first, it feels manageable. Then interest starts accumulating. Soon, minimum payments barely reduce the balance. Before long, thousands of dollars are owed, and much of each payment goes toward interest instead of reducing the debt. That's how debt quietly grows. Imagine buying a $500 item on a high-interest credit card and making only minimum payments. By the time it's finally paid off, you could spend hundreds of extra dollars in interest alone. Money that could have gone toward investing, retirement, or building an emergency fund simply disappears. The smartest credit card users treat their cards like debit cards. They spend only what they already have. Then they pay the balance in full every month. That way they earn rewards without paying expensive interest. Credit cards should work for you. You should never work for your credit cards. Habit number 4, not building an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Cars break down, medical bills appear, jobs change, homes need repairs, unexpected expenses aren't rare, they're guaranteed. Yet millions of people have little or no emergency savings. When emergencies happen, many turn immediately to credit cards or personal loans. This creates a financial cycle that's difficult to escape. One emergency becomes months or even years of debt. An emergency fund changes everything. Think of it as financial insurance. Its purpose isn't to make you rich. Its purpose is to protect you from becoming poorer when life surprises you. Financial experts often recommend saving 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses. If that sounds overwhelming, don't worry. You don't need thousands of dollars overnight. Start with your first $500. Then aim for $1,000. Then continue building little by little. Even saving $25 each week can grow into a meaningful safety net over time. The important thing isn't the amount you start with. It's the habit of saving consistently. Every dollar placed into your emergency fund is one less dollar you'll have to borrow later. And borrowing less means paying less interest. That's one of the fastest ways to improve your financial future. Habit number 5, waiting too long to invest. Many people believe investing is only for the wealthy. Others think they need thousands of dollars before they can even begin. Neither is true. One of the biggest financial mistakes is waiting for the perfect time to start investing. The truth is, there will never be a perfect time. There will always be another bill to pay, another vacation to plan, or another reason to delay. Meanwhile, time keeps moving, and time is the most valuable asset an investor has. So, know the power of compound growth. Your money earns returns, and then those returns begin earning returns of their own. The earlier you start, the harder your money works for you. The important thing isn't finding the next hot stock. It's building the habit of investing consistently. Even small monthly contributions can grow into substantial wealth over the long term. Don't wait until you feel wealthy to invest. Invest so you can become wealthy. Habit number 6, never learning about money. Think about how many years we spend learning mathematics, science, history, or literature. Now ask yourself this: how much time did you spend learning how to manage money? For many people, the answer is very little. Yet every financial decision we make, from choosing a mortgage to using a credit card or planning for retirement, depends on financial knowledge. Unfortunately, many Americans leave school without learning the basics of budgeting, taxes, investing, insurance, or debt management. As a result, they learn through expensive mistakes. The more you understand money, the more confident your financial decisions become. Knowledge reduces fear. It helps you recognize scams. It helps you avoid costly mistakes. And it helps you identify opportunities that others overlook. Remember this simple idea: your income can grow only so much through hard work alone. But your financial knowledge can continue growing for the rest of your life, and that knowledge often becomes one of your most valuable assets. Habit number 7, trying to impress other people. This may be the most expensive habit of all. Many purchases aren't made because we truly need something. They're made because we want to impress someone else. A luxury car, designer clothing, the newest smartphone, an oversized house, expensive vacations shared on social media. None of these things are automatically bad. The problem begins when they're financed with debt or purchased simply to create an image. Social media has made comparison easier than ever. We see people posting new cars, dream homes, luxury watches, and exotic vacations. What we don't see are the credit card bills, car loans, personal debt, or financial stress that may exist behind the scenes. Instead of spending money to look rich, they spend their time building real wealth. Ask yourself this before making any major purchase. Am I buying this because it improves my life or because I want other people to notice it? That single question can save thousands of dollars over a lifetime. Financial freedom is far more valuable than financial appearance. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who could benefit from these money lessons. And if you're ready to build smarter financial habits, make sure you subscribe to The Fiscal Diet.